Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Proville. All I can say is boxing is booming right now. It's all going off. I'm your boy, LOC to the S, Lux. And we're going to be talking about the boxing landscape at the moment. Loads of things happened this week. We got Rolando Romero, as they call him, putting his belt on the line against Teofimo Lopez. PBC, big news. They're with DAZN now. DAZN are dominating. DAZN have taken over the whole boxing. All the big promoters, they're with DAZN. Apart from, obviously, Zuffa. And Zuffa decided to shock the world again by signing Shakur Stevenson. Wow, it's all going off, man. It's all going off this week. First of all, we're going to talk about Shakur Stevenson signing with Zuffa. Dana White, in the past few weeks, we've seen him with Tyson Fury, and that's what we're expecting to hear some news about the Tyson Fury signing with Zuffa. But it seems like it might be the Anthony Joshua fight if it happens outside the UK, and we had Turkey saying the only way the fight can happen in the UK if it's at, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. That's what he wanted. Crazy work. He wants the whole world to see that fight. It's a big mega fight, to be fair. But the boy Shakur Stevenson has decided to go over and sign with Zuffa. Dana White. He's got him. I was just watching his interview or his little, I don't know what you're going to call it, when he was on Shannon Sharp's and Ocho's podcast. I just seen him there. And he said it a few times, man. He's like, yo, first of all, I went there for the money, man. You know what I'm saying? He feels like he's the A-side now after going over there. I went there for the money. So I don't need to chase all these Gervonta Davis. The Haney fight, is it in danger now, the Haney fight now that Shakur's gone there? But we're hearing Shakur saying, yo, I've agreed to fight him at 144. So there's no excuse. There should be zero excuses. And he said, if you can't fight, if a fight doesn't happen, it's not because of, I'm at Zuffa. It's because people are scared. Because he say Turkey's got everyone. If you get in the room with Turkey, the fight will happen. Turkey's the big promoter right now. But I don't know what this means for this young man. Because obviously, right now, we still haven't seen Zuffa being acknowledged by any of these, the WBC have not acknowledged them, WBA, none of them really have acknowledged Zuffa, because Zuffa want to do it their way, the Dana White way, the UFC way. But this interesting deal, I gotta say, is one you gotta see how he plays out. He's not the only one that's gone there. So what's he gonna do? Fight Conor Ben? Catch weight? But it sounds like he said, no, I'm not a 147. He said himself, I'm a 135 fighter. I walk naturally at 135, but I don't mind going in the ring with Haney, give him the 20 pounds extra when he's in the ring. I just know I can beat him. So, which makes me think, yeah, because I've seen them going back and forth with corner a little bit. Is that fight on? Can it happen at catch weight? 'Cause remember, Conor Ben is coming from, you know, is it 160 that he fought at when he fought Chris Eubank? You know, or was it the catch weight as well on that one? Like, there was a catch weight too. Yeah. So, yeah, 160, I think it was. Is he coming back? Can Conor Ben cut all the way down to one? Nah, I don't think so. That's too far. Because in his last fight, Conor Ben didn't even fight at, you know, when he fought what's that the guy's name? I forgot his name. Rigaru, the Rigaru. Yeah, when he fought him, that was a catchphrase too. That was not even a 147. No, because Conor had bulked up. So can he fight Conor Ben? I don't see that happening. Because he's not, Shakur Stevenson is not even committed to fighting at 147. So if it was a 147, I can see, okay, maybe Conor Ben versus him. I can see that happening. But he's coming from bigger weights, man. Conor Ben, and this guy is not willing to go all the way up there. They're going back and forth with Haney about 144, which is what they've agreed. So, hey, we're going to have to wait and see how this one plays out. But big news, Zuffa making statements as they go along, man. Who else is going to move over there? Who else is going to go on that side? Fascinating stuff. We can't wait to see the boxing landscape. But this is what makes the sport interesting. The business side of it. People going on the other pond, the way we were talking about PBC a few years ago. It seems like, I know it's not the same, but it seems like people are starting to head over there. It's like, when Al Heyman and PBC came, all these fighters, especially black fighters, all of them were going there because of Floyd Mayweather's influence as well, They were going there signing these contracts with PBC, and we didn't see the fights. And Tech has come and shut that down, And now it's going to be interesting because DAZN now has signed a deal with pretty much the major promoters, all of them. So, yeah, let's end it there. We'll do a deeper dive as more news come about this. Still early doors about the Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, boxing is booming right now. And as I was talking about it already, might as well dive into it. PBC, man, got signed straight away. Signed with DAZN, Signed with DAZN. Boom. All their fighters will be on there now. We saw Bob Arum with Top Rank signing as well earlier on. Boom. And DAZN, when DAZN Boxing announced it, they say the final piece. They've got them all now. So Aerospans, Benavides, and the Romeros, they're all going there now. Which means, does this mean we're going to see all the fights now? Boxing is really a DAZN. DAZN are dominating. DAZN have every major promoter right now. Boxing is a DAZN now. Big things from DAZN. Big moves. And they got everyone on one spot. Wow. Talk about monopoly. Oh. Talk about dominance. DAZN definitely dominating the boxing scene right now. On to the next one. Romero, Rolly. He's welcomed the challenge of fighting Teofimo. Teofimo wants to win another title. They say this is the third weight class that he's trying to, conquer and become a three times at different weights, isn't it? 3-weight division champion. three different weight division champion. That's what he's trying to accomplish, this young man. Um, but yeah, interesting fight. I call this the battle of the unique personalities. These guys are different. Their personalities are different, but I don't know, man. You know, they got these strange personalities, You get me? They're funny guys. They're funny guys. And I get it as well, because I'm one of them guys with what you can call a strange and or weird personality as well. I get it. So I get it. These guys, yeah, the battle of the unique personalities, I call it. Yeah, press conference, watched it yesterday. Hey, again, unique guys, man. Rolly was, trying to take the mick out of uh, Lopez Senior. My son beat Lomachenko. Yeah, it's really drawing onto that one. And then, Tio came with all sorts in his bag. They're just, I don't know, man. These guys are, they're strange personalities, man. They're strange, but just interesting guys in general. You know what I'm saying? But looking at that fight, though, that's a good fight. I don't think Rolly has fought since he's beat Ryan Garcia in that weird, Times Square, you know what I'm saying? New York, Times Square fight. That was a weird video, Maybe if yeah, that was, I don't know, man. It didn't go as planned, The location was a bit awkward. We see what they were trying to do, but hey, execution, hey, trying to be different. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And, it's worth the risk, but on this occasion, unfortunately, it didn't go to plan. But yeah, and Lopez, I don't think he's fought since he got dominated, has he? By Shakur Stevenson. Again, both of these guys have not fought since. Oh, actually, wait. Obviously, Shakur Stevenson's fight was in Madison Square Garden. So yeah, so Tio had another fight after that. Yeah, I'm getting confused because there was Haney and yeah. So yeah. See, yeah, he did beat Barboza on that Times Square, yeah. Yeah, I remember that now. But yeah, he went and got absolutely dominated by Shakur Stevenson. So both guys, a bit of ring rust, but at least, even though it was a loss, Teofimo Lopez has fought in January this year. And Rolly has not fought since May 2025. So it hasn't been in the ring for over a year. And obviously, this fight is in August. He did say he needed the break just to refresh and, come again, you know what I mean? But again, in terms of fighting styles, Rolly is one of them awkward fighters, man. I heard his trainer say he's improved so much. We want to see the improvement in this fight. Teofimo, based on his last fight, we can't really say much, but he fought one of the best fighters. But like, Shakur is, you can tell that guy is on his level. He's on a different level. But this is probably, I don't know about 147 in general, but all these guys from 135 all the way to 147. It seems some of them can fight each other at catchweights, you know. And, you know, the Haney, Tank, Shakur Stevenson, Gary Russell, Teofimo, Rolly Romero. See, Rolly is definitely 147. He ain't moving for nobody, I think. There's a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters that can be made. The Dalton Smiths. Boy. There is a lot of fighters here, man. You get me? But yeah, this was a quick one just to go through the boxing landscape at the moment. Boxing is booming, as I call it. I'm going to call this one boxing is booming, man. Good fights. July, I'm going to do a video maybe next week. And this one, I'll be talking about Anthony Joshua. Yeah, versus Prenga, you know. Yeah, we'll go in detail about that. But hey, boxing is booming. Shakur Stevenson signing with Zuffa. PBC. They got that deal with DAZN in the end. Yeah, they were getting left out here, man. I had even forgot that they had fighters, you know. They were getting left out here. So the Amazon thing and all the things that they were trying, it didn't work out in the end. They had to come and join everyone else on DAZN. DAZN absolutely dominating the boxing scene right now. And finally, Teofimo Lopez is challenging the champion, Rolando Romero, man. Good fight. That one is in Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, on the 22nd of August. So, a few good fights to look forward to. I think as soon as we start seeing the Joshua Prengas, you know, I think that one, I will talk about that in more detail. It's more to do with the mental side. How would Anthony Joshua react if you get banged by Prenga? if you get wobbled or tested by Prenga, which it can happen, but I don't anticipate happening. But we'll go in detail about that. That's my next fight breakdown. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, let me know what you think about this one. Boxing is booming, as I said. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you. Peace.